Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is another episode of The Tennis Scene. I am the bearded gentleman, better known as the BG.
And I'm Dee, the Tennis Empress. And she'll be coming soon to a court near you, so get ready. I have a costume and everything, everybody. So we are glad you are joining us for another episode. Now, I see Monroe over there giggling about my costume, but it's coming.
Dee, what does this costume consist of?
It's a surprise.
A surprise.
It's a surprise. I got a headpiece.
Mm-hmm.
And I have great legs. So...
Who told you got great legs, Dee?
What you mean who told me? I was born with these great legs. Okay, anyway. Anywho.
I'm going to put up a poll.
We're not putting no poll up on how nice my... We can put up a poll, now that I think about it.
Yeah.
This is, see, all this disrespect. This total disrespect.
Back to the costume. Back to the costume.
Total disrespect.
Back to the... I want to hear
beautiful legs.
Okay, let's not talk. Are the legs shaven? You know I'm supposed to be...
Not right now, because I don't shave.
All right, see?
Look, we're not going...
See, that's what I'm saying. Tell me more about the costume, D.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show up at different courts and find unsuspecting recreational players. And I'll be in a cape and everything. Anyway, that is not... I'm trying to be serious.
Okay. Right.
Because, I don't like doing this show for the most part because I'm always nervous. I don't like doing this kind of stuff.
This is exactly why I need me another co-host. So, anyone who's interested, hit me up at The Bearded Gentleman. Listen, at this rate, I think I'm going to just go down to the border. Joe Biden got the border wide open. I can go get me one of them for a co-host and bring them back
one
to the
of what?
Studio. I'm going to be politically correct and say...
Wait a minute, what border is it? Russia? What the border at?
The Mexican border.
I don't watch the news.
Yeah, Joe Biden cut down all the barbed wire and everything, so you can just get in and out. Bring them right on over. You didn't know that, D?
I don't watch the news.
They coming over here.
So when they cut these things down?
Oh, that's been a while ago, at least a month ago.
So everybody can it's free for all? Everybody just come?
Yeah. Up in New York, they giving them debit cards and everything so they can spend money and everything. They're giving debit cards to So I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to go down.
Wait a minute. You can't go forward. Okay, wait a minute.
The immigrants.
The immigrants get a debit card with money on it.
They're giving them debit cards with money.
What is that? My tax dollars on them debit cards?
You bet your dollar that's your tax dollars.
Okay, I might have to watch some news.
D, what you got for us? What's going on in professional tennis, more specifically with the women?
Okay, let's start with Serena Williams, of all people. If you're going to talk about tennis, let's talk about Serena.
Okay.
There is a rumor that Serena may come back for Wimbledon 2024.
Okay. I heard about that rumor. That should be interesting. That's all I'm going to say. I don't think Serena is ready for a comeback. I think she needs to go ahead and fully retire. But give me your take on it.
I'm a little skeptical if she can get through week one. If she got through week one, I don't know what I would do. Because, I just don't know. I would rather see Serena and Venus come back now. Well, Venus hasn't left yet. I would rather see them sign up or figure out how to get into the Olympics doubles for this year.
Okay.
I think that would be, I don't know, I feel like that's their better shot, would be doubles versus trying to play singles.
Now, I do agree. If Serena was to come back, I think her best shot would be in the Olympics playing doubles with her big sister. I think that would fare well pretty good with doubles.
But I guess we'll find out soon enough, because if she's going to play Wimbledon, she's going to have to start training. And I did see a picture of her. She posted on Instagram or somewhere a day or two ago showing off her new mommy body. But, I know she's very focused and very diligent. So if she wants that tennis body back, I know she can get it.
How did that mom body look?
Okay, it's still a little better than any of them. It look better than my non-mom body, so I don't know what to tell you on that.
Okay. All right.
Now, in other Serena news, and I find this interesting. So I think it's the way you pronounce his name is Ilyas Nastas, the Russian ex-tennis player, retired player, whatever he is. But he recently did an interview, again, insinuating that Serena was on drugs. And he basically was pointing out that since Patrick Mouratoglou gave or made a statement that it was his fault that Simona Halep tested positive for drugs. So Ilyas's, I guess, stance is, hey, if her coach was giving it to her and that was Serena's coach, then Serena's coach, Serena had to be on the same drugs. I don't know. I guess I'm tired of this narrative. To me, it's like the FloJo narrative. FloJo was on something. To me, that narrative is sort of over it. Until somebody tests positive and you can prove it, why keep bringing it up? Or I don't know. How do you feel about this?
Well, first of all, the whole Serena being on, when you say drugs, I'm assuming you're talking about like performance enhancing drugs. So anyone who's watched Serena for any amount of time, especially early on in her career, scientifically, I think she would be described as very mesomorphic, meaning she's naturally very muscular.
That's a big old word.
Mesomorphic?
What?
You might need to Google that.
Oh, I'm going to have to Google that.
So she's naturally very muscular. Some people have to work out to gain muscle. Some people are just naturally muscular. And that's the way Serena is just built. I don't think she's ever been on any performance enhancing drugs. Now, just my opinion.
Now, I don't know, but it's funny you mentioned that because that was something else Ilyas alluded to in his interview, was that because of her body type, she was on drugs. So I guess for me, I'm like you. It's like, you obviously don't know Black women's bodies.
Exactly.
So I never looked at her body over the years. She's always been built like a brick house. Always, she's got that body.
I think it was Andy Roddick who said he played Serena one time and said, how am I supposed to compete with her? She's built like a dump truck.
Is that a compliment?
I think that was a compliment coming from him. I knew where he was going with it, but hey, it is what it is.
Well, like I said, when I read the article and I was like, that's what the one thing I took away from the article was when, like I say, he intimated that, hey, because of the way her body is made, it's like, that's just a Black woman's body. We're not all made like that. A lot of Black women, Venus does not have the typical, I would say, the typical sister body. Mm-hmm. Serena does. Mm-hmm. You got that booty, you got them breasts, you got that little waistline. And even when you think back about Simona Halep, I think she had like triple D cups at one point in time. Them things were like knocking her all in the face when she's running around the court. But, she got a breast reduction and looked like I hate to say it, but she looked like the other girls that played tennis. But anyway, I just wanted to bring that up because I kind of, at this point, it's like Serena has accomplished what she has accomplished. So until you can show up with proof that she was on drugs, it's like, let it go.
So I took the liberty of Googling mesomorphic body type. And it says naturally muscular. Mesomorphs typically have moderate sized frames with wider shoulders.
Oh, that's me. I look like a linebacker. See?
Well,
so I'm mesomorphic. What am I? Metamorphic? Fabulous. I'm just fabulous. Go ahead on.
They have wider shoulders and a narrow waist, strong arms and legs. Serena.
I don't have no little waist. Okay, keep going.
And modest amounts of body fat. I think that's Serena in a nutshell.
I'm trying to see me looking like that. Okay, anyway, moving on.
All you need is about 2-3 weeks in the gym real hard. And you'll beat her.
We will not be talking about.
You need a trainer?
I got a trainer. Okay. I just don't have time to get to him these days.
Okay. All right.
Okay. Now, while we're still on professional tennis, because again, we normally are not going to spend this much time on professional tennis. But I thought it would be interesting to bring this up. I am so bored with women's tennis. I just cannot, for the life of me, find the desire to turn on the channel and watch these women. Now, and let me start with the first one. Iga Swiatek, and hopefully I pronounced her name correctly. I swear by God, she is so boring. It's like, what is happening here on this court? You know, she had some good shots. I mean, you know, she's got game, of course. Mm-hmm. I don't know what it is about her that I find there aren't too many players that make me want, women players that make me want to turn on the TV.
So D, let me ask you this. So who was your last women's tennis player that just made you say, I got to tune in and watch her every time?
Well, of course, Serena.
Okay.
Of course, Venus. Lindsay Davenport. Mm-hmm. Used to love to watch Jennifer Capriati.
Okay.
I didn't so much like Martina Hingis. I like watching her game, but not her so much.
I used to love Martina Hingis.
And now I hate to say this, and people are probably going to kill me for this. I used to watch Anna Kournikova.
Okay.
For me, it never was about her game. It was about the attention that she brought to tennis. I mean, I thought she's, pretty good, pretty little blonde girl.
Okay.
And she was sexy.
So no current women's tennis players just give you that, including Coco Gauff. They don't give you that tingling feeling.
No, see, for me with Coco, here's a person. I don't know if she retired, but I see her in the stands. Coco Vandeweghe.
Okay.
I like big hitters. So I remember one year we went to the U.S. Open and I got to see, and she hadn't won a major yet. And Lord knows I can't even call her name now. The Spanish girl that first beat Serena on clay. Oh my God. I don't know why I can't call her name. But I was watching her practice on the practice court. And when I tell you what she was doing to that ball should have been illegal.
Okay. Well, speaking of big hitters, I have a couple of big balls myself.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Do I want to see your big balls?
I'm going to show you my big balls.
Oh, Jesus. Oh my God. Oh, help us, Lord. Look what you bending down over there doing. Oh, Jesus. Oh, thank you, Jesus. I was about to have a heart attack.
So, D, I'm showing you my big balls.
Oh, let me see your big balls. Oh, my God.
Feel them. They nice and fuzzy, too.
Well, they get bigger as you get older. At least that's what I heard. I don't know. I like these.
Yeah.
Okay, so now I like you. I was terrified of your balls when you first mentioned them. I'm like, oh my God.
So ladies and gentlemen, in future episodes, I will be doing a segment called The Bearded Gentleman's Big Balls. And basically what that will entail is I'll be talking about different players on the professional side, both men and women, who
with
had
big
really
balls.
Big balls. Well,
well, you have to clean that up. Okay, let's do this again. What's going to happen again?
I'll be talking about men and women professionally who hit really big balls.
Okay.
And that will be a whole nother segment, but be looking forward to that.
Okay, we will be looking forward to the big balls session.
The Bearded Gentleman's Big Balls.
Okay, we might have to change that name.
Give me my balls back.
You can. I like your balls.
Well, you keep one, I keep one.
Yeah, I think I just keep rubbing on these balls.
Oh my God. This might be too much for TV.
It's not TV, it's YouTube.
Well, it's just the second episode. You're going to get us kicked off.
Okay, so now we're supposed to talk about recreational tennis.
Okay.
And I have an exciting guest. And I'm not going to mention it now until I make sure he's coming on, and this is going to be amazing. But anywho, back to recreational. So, before I start talking about before I get into let's go ahead and talk about the course. So, guys, we are so excited. We went by Trammell Crow, and we do have what's that thing you fly around that you got?
A drone.
That thing.
Drone footage.
Yeah. So the bearded gentleman has some drone footage of Trammell Crow, and he's going to get some more drone footage. They have taken down the courts. I mean, they're taking down the nets, the fences. We're going to have new courts, everybody. We're so excited. Oh, my God.
I want to say we get new benches as well.
Ooh. They're going to put some of them umbrella things over them.
That would be nice.
That really would be nice. We might need to call Doug and them and tell them, y'all go get us some of them umbrella things.
That would be really nice. Yeah. Also, a little bit further south, at International Park, Clayton County.
Is that the beach?
The beach.
Okay.
Better known as the beach. From my understanding, they're going from 17 courts to 25. And they are in the process of redoing all of those courts.
Are all of them hard courts?
All of them are hard courts. They're all hard. If I remember correctly, it's been a while since I hit down there.
Okay.
But I think all of those are hard surface.
Okay. Now, another topic. Well, and this is actually just a discussion. So when I leave here, I'm going to go do a tennis lesson. Mm-hmm. And it dawned on me, Monroe, do you take tennis lessons?
I do not take tennis lessons. I am naturally gifted at tennis.
Covering up my face, y'all. Y'all don't want to know what that gift looks like. Anywho. Have you ever played on a team?
I have. I played on several teams.
Did you enjoy it?
I liked it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, now there are a couple of people who play with me who can attest to this.
Okay.
You'll probably lose the first set with me because I'm always so nervous. I am. I don't like to be in front of people. I hate being in front of people. I don't know. I do well when nobody's around, and I don't know why. I just don't like to be the center of attention. It just freaks me out. This was about you not taking lessons. So you don't take lessons because of time. Do you ever get on the court and feel like, hey, does it even matter to you to improve your game? Does that matter? Or is it still more just about having fun and just, getting out and hanging out with people?
So I mainly do it, number one, for the exercise. Number two, fun. And with the guys and girls I hit with, actually, like I said, I've picked up a lot of tips along the way. I've seen people tell me that my game has improved drastically.
I was not one of them peoples.
Okay.
I am not one of them peoples. I seen your game. If it's still,
we're gonna have to hit.
I can't hit with you. So I'm gonna do some videos so y'all can see me get beat down by people who are.
I'm gonna beat D down on camera.
You won't even be able to hit my ball back. I ain't worried about that.
Here we go talking about balls again. My balls are too big for D.
Oh, Jesus. Hold on. For some reason, I keep having this picture of balls and mouths and things, and I don't know.
Stop it. Get your mind out the gutter.
Something is just wrong. Okay, anyway.
Get your mind out the gutter.
Okay, so one of the things that I find is, a lot of people at the tennis courts are like, and we're all professionals. When we're watching the matches, we can tell you everything Coco did wrong, everything Djokovic did wrong. And it's very hard to explain to people that there's a difference in the ball that they're hitting and the ball that we're hitting.
Major difference.
On the court. So I'm going to call on a few people who are ex-Division I, some open players, play just a couple of games just so everybody can see how quick that ball gets up on you, the spin. Well, I don't know if you can see the spin on the screen, but you'll get to see that there's a difference in that ball that's coming at you from a ex-Division I player and somebody who used to play on the Pro Tour. It's just a different ball. We have some amazing stuff coming, some amazing swag coming. Again, when the Tennis Empress shows up at your court in...
Y'all hit me for that co-host position.
Guys, thank you again for joining another episode of The Tennis Scene. If you have not clicked like and subscribe, please do so. Please check out our YouTube channel, The Tennis Scene, or at The Tennis Scene, as well as our TikTok, The Tennis Scene. And as always, I thank the bearded gentleman for sitting in. He's looking for a co-host, so y'all hit him up at the bearded gentleman if you want to come and sit in my spot.
You can hit me up at _bearded_gentleman.
Yes.
On Instagram.
And I will post his information here for you to see, but y'all hit him up so I cannot do this. But once every 6 to 7 months,